Their candidate has challenged Harris. Today, Governor Tim Walz will lead the committee meeting to map out the party's rules ahead of the Democratic National Convention. Our Michelle Beck joins us now to explain how that process will all work. Hey, Michelle.
Hey, good morning to you. Remember, President Biden endorsed Kamala Harris to replace him on the Democratic ticket, but she won't formally do so until nominated by the party's convention delegates. So let's take a look at some milestones ahead, working backwards. First, the DNC, where delegates will gather in Chicago coming up next month. But before that is this virtual roll call. Delegates will have to choose a presidential nominee. The DNC chair says that'll be sometime before August 7th. And of course, that brings us to today, the Rules Committee meeting. People will approve in this committee how the virtual roll call will work. Well, according to a draft of the rules obtained by the AP, Harris or any of her potential challengers must submit 300 electronic signatures from delegates. With the unofficial support we know she has already, 300 isn't a lot. The candidate would still have a few days to lobby delegates for their support before that virtual vote I just told you about. And keep in mind that date of August 7th, this was put in place to avoid any legal challenges on Ohio's ballot. Well, August 7th is also important for the Harris campaign because her finalized ticket will, of course, include a running mate. We're exactly 2 weeks out from that, so I'll break down the things of where things stand in terms of the next potential vice president when I see you next.
Well, a lot to unpack there. Appreciate the breakdown, Michelle. Thank you. Well, this morning, President Joe Biden is back in the White House, arriving in D.C. in the last 24 hours. Later tonight, he will address the nation publicly for the first time since dropping his bid for re-election. In his remarks, he plans to discuss how he will, quote, finish the job for the American people.
This morning, Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty is facing an ethics complaint over her handling of the case against Minnesota State Trooper Ryan Londegren that she eventually dropped. The Minnesota Police and Peace Officers Association is alleging prosecutorial misconduct in how Moriarty's office handled the murder charges against Londegren. The case stemmed from the shooting death of Ricky Cobb II during a traffic stop last July. In its complaint, the MPPOA accuses Moriarty of making false statements to prejudice potential jurors and disregarding key facts in order to charge Londegren with Cobb's death.
Because her behavior was so reckless that her intent was to charge a cop no matter what. And along the way, whether it was from the start with the criminal complaint to when she dropped charges, we have overwhelming proof that she lied.
Along with the complaint, the MPPOA is asking the oversight body to launch an investigation into Moriarty. The Hennepin County Attorney's Office issued a statement calling the complaint unsurprising, saying that the MPPOA is, quote, an organization that has consistently lobbied against attempts to hold law enforcement accountable and oppose regulations that would ban law enforcement from being involved in white supremacist groups.
Time now 6:06, and we are back at MSP Airport for the third straight day this week, tracking the huge travel disruptions with Delta Airlines. It's looked more like late November than late July. Every day has looked like Thanksgiving out there. While things appear to be improving with less canceled flights each day, the feds are now stepping in.
We informed Delta today that DOT is launching an investigation into the breakdown of operations and into the customer service situation.
6,000 Delta flights have been canceled since Friday, impacting around 500,000 passengers. In the last 24 hours, 80 of those flights were at MSP. The company right now is rolling out more employees at the airport, but many passengers have stopped looking to Delta for answers.
We've had enough. It's done. It's time to just make sure we get home. Now we have family driving 4 hours to come and get us instead.
You really feel for those families. The airline says it will work to reimburse travelers for expenses and will offer impacted customers Sky Miles. Over the next few days, thousands of people will head to downtown for the Minneapolis Aquatennial.
Yes, the lovely tradition. It all kicks off tonight with the Torchlight Parade. Our Audrey Russo is joining us live from the Sculpture Garden with a look at what you can expect. Hey, Audrey.
Hey there. Yes, I've got my own little torchlight here. I just found this lying around the Sculpture Garden. That's right, 4 days of fun, all packed into the City of Lakes, focusing on some of the rivers, the waterways in the downtown area. It all starts, as you guys mentioned, with the parade tonight. We've got this Christmas in July parade, and sitting right here on someone's throne, the person I've decided to knight as Sir Aquatennial. This is President and CEO Adam Dunick. Adam, join me. Let's go on a walk.
Sounds great.
Let's go on a journey. We're on 85 years of the Aquatennial celebration. Tell me a little bit about what's new this year.
Sure. A couple of things that are new is the focus on the river, a bunch of markets we're hosting down there before the fireworks. So the Aquatennial starts with the parade tonight, the Torchlight Parade. That's the biggest event. Then we have the fireworks on Saturday, and leading up to the fireworks is markets, live music, family fun zone, focus on getting people down by the river and celebrating the history of the water in the city.
And we've got all kinds of parade floats you were mentioning, 67.
70 total.
70 total.
The 3 here you're seeing plus 67 more. Yep.
And we've got Chief Tyne over here. He's on standby. Good morning, Chief.
Good morning.
One of the floats here. You know, what is your message to the people of Minneapolis who want to just come out and enjoy a nice summer night, especially with all the rain we've had? It's been kind of a bummer.
I'd say come downtown, have a full downtown experience. Come for the afternoon, stay the whole day, go out for lunch, see a bunch of different things that are going on. There's activities all over our website at aquatennial.com. You know, there's a lot of great things coming downtown for the city this summer, and we just want to continue to celebrate that, see the revitalization that's happening, and enjoy your time with your family this summer.
Absolutely. And we've also got a guest cameo from Santa. Good morning, Santa. Christmas in July, baby. Jason and Alicia, I'll send things back to you.
We were very curious if that was Santa sitting there. We weren't sure. I have a lot of questions for him, by the way, because the last couple of years have...
Are you on the naughty list?
I'm not. I shouldn't be, but the last couple of years have been pretty slim.
Oh, I sure
I'm just
am.
saying. Okay. Well, you two need to talk then. You need to get over there and talk to Santa. Audrey, thank you very much. Check this out. In the last 2 hours, the men's USA gymnastics team began its first podium training session in Paris. Tomorrow, the women will have their turn to practice. The men's qualification begins this Saturday, and the women's is set for Sunday. And of course, the opening ceremony is set for Friday at 12:30. You can watch all the action right here on KARE 11.